Okay, this will be my first video for the week 7 visual blog. So for the class activity 5D number 1, I found that breaking the shaded regions into smaller squares really helped me visualize all the portions easier. And I also found it very useful to focus on like one row or column at a time and then move on to the next, like looking side to side and then up to up, or up and down, I should say. So for A, we have one single block here shaded. So it's, if we look side to side, it's 1 out of 4. And then you like look more like up and down. This is it's broken into thirds. So like 1/3 here, 2/3, and 3/3. So you got 1 out of 4 and then 1/3 like going up and down. So 1/4 times 1/3, you get like 1/12, because there's a total of 12 squares here. So then for B, I got 3 of 5 because going up and down, it's 3 out of 5 here, and then I made my way side to side. So moving to the right, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 1/4. So you got 3/5 times 1/4, and you get 3/20. And again, you can expand these rows, fill in the rest of those squares, and you could just see it easier, the 3/20. So then for C, this took a little bit more visualizing on my end. But I started by looking like side to side for like these first 2 rows, the way that they had broken it down with the initial lines. So it was 1/4 like going across, and then 2/3 going down. So in this single column, there's 2 out of 3 green shades. So 1/4 times 2/3. And then when you do that, you get 2/12. And then before you simplify it, you can see that there's a total of 4, 8, 12 squares, and 2 of them are shaded. So then if you want to simplify it, it's 1/6. For D, I did similar visualizing, so I just expanded all the squares. I looked up and down first with this. So 3 out of 4 were shaded yellow, up and down. Then side to side, you go left to right, it's 1, 2, 3 out of 5, so 3/5. When you do 3/4 times 3/5, you get 9/20, and you can tell this is like a 5x4 or 4x5 area model here, so there are 9 out of 20 when you count them up too. For question number 2, I first started off by looking at the picture with 1/3 shaded in, and then I noticed there's a 4th within that 3rd shaded blue. So this represents that we're taking a 4th of the 1/3. Then you multiply 1/4 times 1/3, and you get 1/12, which signifies here in the last picture. Okay, then for this one, we multiplied the denominators and numerators to really just show that we're taking a portion of another number's portion. So here we're taking the portion 2/3 of 5/8. So we start off with our 5/8 here, and then that's in green, and then we move to, they show in orange the 2/3, because then they broke, this was side to side, like, or like I should say up and down, 5 out of 8, green. And then they took, out of that 5/8 section, they took 2/3 of that in orange. So then that signifies that we're taking a portion of a portion. Then when you multiply the numerators, 2 times 5, and then 3 times 8 with the denominators, you get 10 out of 24, 10 out of 24, or 10/24. So then you can add up, or you can count, like there's 10 total orange sections there. So, which is represented right there. So then I'll move on to the next one. So then we multiply, again, kind of reiterating what I said, but we multiply the denominators and numerators to show that we're taking a portion of a portion. So then with 2/5 and times 3/7, we're taking 2/5 of 3/7, a portion of another portion. So when you multiply the numerators 2 times 3 and the denominators 5 times 7, you get 6/35. And that'll be the end of my first video.